Is this better? That's better. Now Cahill voice. Now Cahill voice. Cahill now. Cahill now? I can hear you. Oh my god, I can touch you. I got commissions to do. We actually have a commission to do. Oh my, it's still wacky. Let me pause my mic and listen to it on. Okay, nothing's working. You know what? Fucking fine. Oh my goodness. Hi, Void. How are you? I'm less as good, but you know how it is. Output only. That's what I call this. And it should be this one. Okay. How does that sound now? Better? Worse? It should be my, you know. I'm tired. Woke up at the time I normally fall asleep. Oh no. Much better. Okay, so Discord. I don't. OBS. Listen, I'm a big supporter. I'm a big fan. You're great. I would not change how you do a lot of things, but maybe it's my fault, but I just don't understand why every now and then when I open up the program, all the audio shit just resets. It's really just no Shadow Mage. So no. Let's not be cruel here. They do a lot for us, but still. Anyway. So yep, we got a commission. This one is for leaves at fuck you in the morning. Oh no. Yeah, I get that. I have a flight coming up in the next month that isn't gonna be yeah, it's decently early, but it's definitely not like I would go asleep. I would be asleep at that time. Well, I would be asleep, but I could wake up then. So anyway, so yep, we got a commission to do for the watch's dearest Dr. Fat Caddy. And I'm very excited for it. They wanted pure line art, and you know what? I respect that. So we're doing some stuff. There's their OC. I've definitely seen people draw it before, as the Fat Caddy def commissions quite a bit of her, which I am super happy to help with. And it was interesting. I was having, because they were like, you do what you want, and I was like, aw. And they just described the character, and they talked about them being able to use controlling light and everything. So I went through a couple ideas with that, but at the end of the day, I was just like, moths. Didn't know you were a pilot. And boy, is Void's arms tired. Also, we have all new alerts for everything. And I have to replace our bit emotes. I will talk about this incredibly briefly, because ironically, the reason I have replaced everything is because I don't want to talk about it. But I want to make myself clear. I want to be crystal clear, not opaque, and not semi-translucent. I want to be clear about things. I still love Ruby, but I've never seen a show where there is no conversation around it. Oh my god. Did that not play in a... Oh, okay. It did. Yep. There it is. It's Paula. Thank you for the gift. It's up to Paula, Pig. So yeah, all of them are Oswald themed now. But I have never seen a show where there is not a conversation about it. Everyone is just screaming all the time. And if I'm being honest, it's the first time where I really just can't do it anymore. Like, one day I will actively enjoy RWBY again, but it will probably be the day when the show is over and people are done talking about it. One of the reasons I've made the alerts Oswald is because no one cares about Oswald. So, yeah. But Paula, you can mop dance now. We can mop dance together, Paula. I adore Oswald as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be making new bits emotes. I haven't replaced, and this is the shame, right? Because there was some real cool stuff happening in RWBY, including kind of big spoiler, but you know, if you're keeping up with it, then you've definitely heard already that a major gay couple became canon, which is one reason I haven't gotten rid of. No, actually, Oswald went into the public domain before, at least his original cartoons did, before Disney got him back. So, am I on the wrong layer? I fucking hate digital art. Everything about digital art is the worst. But anyway, so yeah. So, I mean, I definitely don't want to get rid of Pride. Just, like, I'm just going to replace it, make it a cartoon arm holding a Pride flag, which will be funny because it's black and white, but then the Pride's in color. Oswald and Mickey are confirmed gay. I mean, Mickey's an ally. Here's the thing. Despite the company that owns him, Mickey is definitely an ally. It's just unfortunate he's used as a corporate mascot. And I don't know what's up with Oswald. Oh yeah. Well, I went through and, because it's not super easy to find Oswald gifs and everything. So I went through some of his classic cartoons up on YouTube and picked out some of my favorites. Like, that's why I made the subscription alert is now from the cartoon Oh What a Night. That one's real good. I love What a Night. And there's some couple other ones. I'm not trying to plug it, but I believe the $20 alert for bits and donos is now from Great Guns, if I remember. It's either that. No, $20 is the same sound alert. And it's Oswald eating a sandwich from Skyscrapers. $10 is Oswald from Great Guns and he's kissing a picture. And it's set to It's a Small World boss theme. Yeah, some of the promotional stuff, it's one reason I'm trying to make classic cartoons, is because a lot of people don't actually really do as good on black and white. Like, they just kind of use a black and white filter. But the Bendy and the Ink Machine team generally did a great job with their promotional material. But I will not speak to the games. My only real disappointment was the story ending. I don't think they... gameplay-wise, I thought it was, just kind of stock. Like, it still had a great aesthetic. And the gameplay was serviceable. At the end of the day, the story just kind of didn't go many places, which is the larger tragedy. I mean, literally the whole point of the original chapter that got everyone into it was that there's like a mystery around what happened to this animation studio. Regardless, so yeah. What's the cheer alert? Oh, the cheer alert is from Trolley Troubles, which is the original Oswald short. I made it. Hello, Riku. So yeah. Ironically, I do have to talk about it on stream because, I want to update everyone. As to, did I do it on I hate myself. Yeah, ironically, I just want to draw as much attention away from RWBY so that one day I will be able to enjoy it in complete peace. I'm gonna lock the fucking sketch layer now. But I'm gonna talk about it on stream just now, so that way everyone's kept up with it, and there's no misconstrusion over why I suddenly changed all my Ruby branding for a layer check. That would actually not be the worst idea. Last thing I want people to think is that Bumblebee became canon, and I was like, I can't support Ruby anymore. That is the opposite of it. I was so fucking excited. That made me the happiest in the world. But some people just literally cannot stop. Everyone's a critic. But, well, yeah, I that's literally what I'm saying, Shadow Mage, is that I have to so that people... No, not yet. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Fine, we're done. We're done. We're done. Okay, we're done. Anyway, what was I just thinking of? I will say, different media talk. Yeah, and we will never talk about it again on this channel. Riku. So, there's that. Different media talk. No, we're done. Nope, no more. Different media talk. Zero Lenny made a new Dark Souls video. And one of his more popular series lately has been, basically, it's following old internet guides to the different Souls, entries. Specifically, he's done mostly IGN. He's done some game facts. I love his game facts walkthrough for, Demon Souls, because it just gets wild and it's made by just like some random person on the internet over a decade ago. So that's fantastic. What? He made the IGN Dark Souls 1 video, which is pretty cool. I think one of the cooler things about it is that since it is like from day one from IGN, they don't talk about Dark Souls as a whole. The only other mention is Demon Souls, which, you know, up until the remake, it would be kind of hard to find people talking about Demon Souls in comparison to the Soul series, just because Dark Souls itself had taken off so wildly well. But while I'm not going to follow that walkthrough, I do want to try out the build he used, which is specifically like a high poise bow build. And uninstalling the game, exactly. That's how you should play Dark Souls 2. Well, he already did Dark Souls 2, and that one's pretty good too, because it gets wild. The Dark Souls 2, it ends up with him using a bonfire aesthetic to get a poison outfit, and that's how he kills like most of the later bosses, is by just standing next to them and poisoning them to death. And again, that's from like day one Dark IGN, which is like, that's a pretty good build. But I didn't want to give that a shot. Also, hi Oki. Yeah, I do not like Dark. That's the thing, right? After the conversation I just had about that show, I mean, I never want people to think like it is largely a bit. I'm never going to be like, why does anyone enjoy this? It's so bad. I get why people like Dark Souls 2. I love Dark Souls 2 story. Like Dark Souls 2 story is one of my favorites out of the 3 Souls games. So, and in fact, Elden Ring, the stuff I love in that game story is largely connected to Dark Souls 2 story. But regardless, I want to try the build because basically, like, you get a bow which does I'm gonna do my research on how to properly upgrade it. But you get the bow, and then you get this beefy armor set, and then you're just kind of able to stand there and shoot people. Like you do not dodge. You just stand in one place, and you shoot them, and they die. I would highly recommend go watching Zero Lenny's video, because I'll be real, it's not as like LOL funny as his other ones, but like there's some really cool stuff in it. And the point where I went, oh shit, is when he got this build and then he did Bell Gargoyles, and like he ended up like he had some in Solaire because the guy told him to, but then he put the summon away because he was just doing so much damage. He killed the gargoyles in 8 shots. Yes, also we will not be talking about it, but the new Tears of the final Tears of the Kingdom trailer dropped this today. That's interesting. I probably will not be getting that game until I'm able to have a job after this one, so. Well, he did use a glitch in that guide video as well, Oak. And it was pretty cool. It was in conjunction with the bow build, which was honestly again pretty neat. I don't know. I never said I wouldn't talk about this. Now Shadow Mage is gaslighting me. Anyway, but yeah, go watch that video. It's super cool. He does just take some time to talk about how he saw some people being mean to some of the guide folks, like that had made previous guides he used, and he was like, yeah, cut that shit out. And I was like, fair enough, you know, because he streams a lot. I think that's how he ends up getting actually what bit alerts are new. So here's the thing. Bit alerts, there is a bit alert no one has used yet, and it is at 45 bits. And then all the other ones, so any bits, 45 bits, 1,000 bits, 1,900 bits. She's gonna pop our balloons! Thank you. That's made me incredibly happy. She's gonna pop our balloons! I fucking love that. I haven't watched the One Piece dub, but of all the parts of the One Piece dub, that one makes me okay. How about this? Let me go to Stream Elements and I'll crank the volume on that up, and I will replay it. We're gonna take a minute here, because I want everyone to see the balloon. I'm not about to be like, do it again. Okay. Okay, I'll reset it. But you gotta do it again. No. But also, I have gotten, of my 5 commissions slots I have open, have a good lurk, Void. I appreciate the lurk. Helps out a lot. What was I just thinking of? Yeah. I want to say I appreciate all the commissions, and, you know, I wanted to talk about resetting the alerts, but I never wanted there to be any pressure that people would be like, reset them now. Just put them off. You show off my alerts. Also, to be fair, the most expensive one is largely just the same, because like I didn't change the fact that follows and subs use Barry's yippers to you know, well, as a thing, but I just changed the ones related to the show, basically. Okay, cheer alert, or then I'll crank up the volume for 45. My computer is chugging. I did have to crank down the audio I captured for the different new Oswald alerts because it was loud. I think it's because, originally, hello? Something real weird happened there. I think the way I captured it just made it super loud. Cheer alerts, and then there we go. Variation shit. After I'm done cranking this up. Just really crank it. Let's put that at, we're gonna put it at 100. And now I'm gonna refresh my alerts widget, which is gonna make the whole thing disappear. Yep, there it goes. And now oh, that's not right. There's Oswald though. Well, you got it doubled up there. There, it's all. Should have been able to hear that one though. Double balloons. No way, no how, Mama. She says she wants to cut our dolly, but she's really gonna pop our balloons. Well, that won't do at all. Hey, Dolce, Andrade, go get her a knife. No way, no how, Mama. She says she wants to cut her dolly, but she really wants to pop our balloons. Yeah, she's a bad girl, and I'm gonna kill her one day. That's what they say. You can see it in Discord, but the con I went to with the help of chat, I greatly appreciate that, by the way. I will say, chat paid for half the ticket because I went on a Saturday, and they ended up jacking up the prices for Saturday, and I'm like, oh great, that's on me. That's on me for doing that, for not realizing that. But regardless, I appreciate it. But yeah, I saw a very good Sir Crocodile cosplayer from One Piece, and I told him Crocodile is one of my favorite villains, probably tied with Big Mom. It was like 60, so chat got me. No, wait, stop. No one, it was my fuck up. No one do anything about it. Don't you even dare. Regardless, I saw a really cool Crocodile cosplayer who I took a picture with and put it in the Discord, and what was I thinking of? And when I was like, yeah, he's like my favorite villain tied with Big Mom. He like, we did a very manly handshake because he was like, a man of taste, and I was like, damn straight. Big Mom, I just fucking adore. I adore Big Mom's design. I adore her theming. Again, it's only tied with Crocodile. Dearest Mr. Pig, who I do adore, and I get where he's coming from whenever he says this, has talked about how he doesn't want to watch One Piece because of the art style. And to be fair, I would say don't watch One Piece, read One Piece. Be a person of culture. Read it instead. Oh, I just realized. Well, that I'm a moron. Hello? I guess I have to donate an unreasonably large amount of money. Please do not. I'm not asking you to do that, Shadow Mage, and you have no need to do that. Anyway, but yeah, But while Pig has that opinion, I remember, I think it might have been Eye Patch Wolf. Well, honestly, I need to rewatch some of his videos because it would help me as I'm creating stuff. Yeah, you're fine. Don't. There was no pressure to ever donate for the ticket to begin with. I was just like, I will go if chat is able to help me with it, and I'll do my best to reward that support by helping them experience the con as well. But if not, then it is no biggie. It's no Miss Piggy. But regardless, what was I just thinking of? Oh yeah, I think Eye Patch Wolf or someone else talked about how good Oda is at caricature, which is literally that. When you think of it like that, it really becomes clear what the kind of art style is of One Piece. Which, well, yeah, he doesn't draw women great. Like he could stand to draw some women better. Which is, by the way, one reason I love Big Mom, because yeah, she's like a large old lady, but she's genuinely one of the best characters. Like the writing is not lacking on her. She is one of the best characters in One Piece, and and Crocodile is the same. It's just used to the opposite effect, you know. Crocodile is like this caricature of like a mob boss, ex pirate. Like he's a bit of both, and it's used to make him look really serious, despite how cartoony the series is. But Big Mom, despite being infinitely more dangerous than Crocodile, is caricaturized by just being even more cartoony, and a kind of stereotype. Well, not stereotype, but you know, a kind of caricature you would not normally associate with danger. Being literally a nanny in a nightgown. Big Mom is great because she's literally just a nanny, and she's a Disney villain who is a nanny in a nightgown. And also, I noted this, but for multiple reasons, which are kind of spoilers, so I won't get into them. Luffy is afraid of, Luffy is afraid of one enemy. There's a couple people Luffy is afraid of, but in terms of enemies, Luffy is only afraid of one person, and that is Big Mom. It's been noted before that the only adversary Luffy has actually been like, oh fuck about, is when Big Mom shows up again. Which I gotta say, something I've learned to appreciate is a real good rogues gallery. I've said this many times. I've said it in conjunction with One Piece, because the villains who end up returning to fight Luffy are some great villains, and you know, he's got a good cast of characters set against him, and sometimes on his side, but more or less against him. That's one of the people have talked about it before, but that's one of the biggest problems with superhero movies. And probably why the MCU should have ended already, because they've done this quite a few times, but you know, when you don't get a rogues gallery if the villain dies at the end of every movie. you get an interesting kill list, I guess. Interesting list of confirmed kills. Oh, but a rogues gallery, it is not. Cahill, please. What's up? When is death permanent in DC? I mean, nothing's permanent in DC's movies. That's pretty fucking clear. I think we literally talked about this last stream, didn't we? It was like, DC, just go back to doing animated content. You always have the edge in that. And right now, neither your comics nor your movies are beating out Marvel. And Marvel has lowered the bar. Okay? Marvel has said you know what? We're just gonna not try as hard at movies now. And yet you still are just also not meeting that challenge either. Though granted, to their credit, that is in part because a lot of people are sick of superhero movies in general, or at the very least, the way the superhero movie genre has been categorized when they came out. Yeah, like, you know, well, they were revolutionary when they came out. They probably have not changed in 50 years. 15 years. 50. It's been 50 years. Yeah. I wonder when. Because that's the thing, right? I don't want Marvel to not make, like, live action superhero content anymore. I think they just need to step back from the movie game. Or at least drastically slow their roll with it. My knees are now dust. So, that's just kind of how it is. A while ago. Aren't the two newest One Piece games are World Seeker and Odyssey, right? World Seeker came out a while ago, and then Odyssey came out this year. I was curious about Odyssey, because it's a JRPG, and I do love me a JRPG. Though I have a decent backlog already that includes JRPG, and I'm not spending my any money I have on games right now. So, World Seeker, yeah, that one's more of a open world game. That's the one I have. Sick. Yeah, I've heard that one's fun. Just with like traversing the world with Luffy and everything, which is fair. If I could have any superpower, it would 100% be stretchiness. Luffy, Mr. Fantastic, Jake the Dog, Plastic Man, etc. First off, it's a better form of bulletproofing than just being bulletproof. Because it's just more interesting, you know what I mean? Like, nope, not that. I was trying to do, oh my lord, why does this happen? Anyway, because regular bulletproofing, the bullets just bounce off of you in like a you are a solid objects way, but with stretchy powers, you are bulletproof in the idea that your body just stretches around the bullet, and thus no harm occurs to you in any permanent function. Okay, I think I just need to make this stop. Okay, there we go. So that's already more fun. And then also just the wacky things you can do with it. Elastic things are solid. Oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord. I'm gonna kick Shadow Mage out. I'm gonna do the Simpsons gif where I throw Shadow Mage out of stream, but he just walks back in. Me says I need to talk about something that I don't want to talk about to explain it. Shadow Mage, then why are you talking about it? Me says something about elastic things not being solid as unto steel. Shadow Mage saying it's not solid. I love Shadow Mage. What was I thinking of? Wait. There. So that we all know it's all in good fun. I mean, what was the thing, I mean, Barry talked about that on the stream, like, I don't know, forever ago. But, at the end of the day, it's completely okay to kind of have tease a streamer as they're streaming and stuff like that, because that's punching up, which is always kind of the best way to go in comedy. You never want to punch down. Like, even if Barry, despite being a bigger streamer than I am, if he came into the stream and started making fun of me, then that would be par for the course, because I am the one currently streaming right now, thus he is punching up. So, I do it to Pig when he streams, and other such friends when I'm able to make it to this stream. I will say, and I mean, we have a Pig command if anyone wants to use it, but Pig has gone back to streaming Dark Souls, and he did amazing yesterday. Yeah, his stream yesterday was some real good. I'd say it's a good rule of thumb. Am I really this cynical? I don't know. But I don't know. Because that's the thing, right? If I can speak to like a legit reason, Pig's Dark Souls streams have been good, it is in part because he is not experienced with Dark Souls, whereas a lot of people are, meaning that he's just kind of going through a lot of stuff for the first time and figuring things out. And while I will hunt down and persecute the person who told him to kill the Firekeeper on his first save file, in a second save file, things have gotten a lot smoother. Which, to be fair, is usually the experience with Dark Souls. You come back to it and it's like, oh, wow, things are easier. I know stuff. I was saying that when you were streaming it yesterday, because at the end of the day, Shadow Mage, Shadow Mage, I will steal your lemons. Shadow Mage, I will come to your house, climb up your lemon tree, and steal all your lemons. Yeah, okay, wait, hold it right there, Shadow Mage. Just stay right there for 1 second. Just stay there for one second. Okay. Okay, I didn't mean fucking... I wanted to do 60 seconds, because that's just a minute, and then it's like, but 10 minutes is too long. On timeout. There we go. I'll become your lemon-stealing whore. Here's the thing. Freeing Lautrec is good, because you just kick him off a cliff and you get some of the best stuff in the game. And he already deserves it. Like, Lautrec is an asshole. It's not like you're executing him for a crime he hasn't committed yet. He's definitely already killed people. He was in a cell. So that's fine. But steering someone out of their way to do it and then not telling them about what the quest line entails and a good way to kind of make it easier, that's bad. Oh my lord, you know, I feel like Shadow Mage is trying to make me take back what I said about punching up. By just being pedantic to the point where I'm just like, you know what? That's it! And then we become a big cloud of angry symbols and fists and feet. And we scramble our way out the door. In a cartoonish fight. In a cartoonish brawl. I don't think you have a point, Shadow Mage. Even if you manage to make one up, I don't think you have a point. I don't believe you have a point. I'll be interested if you can prove me wrong. Hi, Juice. Juice, use your big muscles and just give Shadow Mage a little pat on the cheek. And be like, no, you better not. Also, Shadow Mage, while you do have you have like 0.5% of the point. You have kinda something there, maybe, I guess. Problem is, a lot of those undead are insane to the point of just randomly attacking anything they see. And also, there is literally, if we're going by all Souls logic, there is a character identical to Lautrec in the previous Souls game who just kills random people in the fucking Nexus. So, you don't know that. I don't know that. It's a precautionary measure regardless, because more often than not, undead go hollow, which leads them being insane and just killing everyone they can find. So, I know almost nothing about Dark Souls. Yeah. So you're wrong. I've decided. By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. I need to make this good for Catty. Catty has generously commissioned me and given me very loose instructions on what to do. I want to make sure it's something they enjoy. Which means doing my darndest to make these hands look good. Curse these hands of mine. Deaths. Oh, Demon Souls. You could have just said Demon Souls. At this point, I have no doubt that you ended up spending more time having to explain the abbreviation than it would have taken to type out the word Demon Souls. Abbreviation is typically used to, like, shorten the time it takes to relay a message. But at the end of the day, you ended up having to explain Doc Catty? Yeah, Dr. Fat Catty. Here's the thing, right? This is an okay hand. I need to do real good on this anime face. I care about your shitty streaming service, Disney. Care about it! Disney needs more money. Disney needs to buy the sun. I didn't bring any energy drinks with me. Sad times. But it's a Let's Play. I give a damn about. Well, that's an easy fix, Shadow Mage. Just give every service in the world your private information and access to everything you do all the time, so they can customize advertisement experiences to be exactly what you want before you want it. And that's all they'll do with that information, for sure. Go join the Marines? Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to go. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to go. Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to go. And he ain't got a job no more. I will take out some of it occurs to me, I don't know how Catty feels about me adding muscles to his character. It's my own prejudice, because I love drawing biceps on people, but I'll take out some of that definition there. No, to die by thigh is the way of a warrior. Okay, what was I thinking of? Well, wait, okay. You know what? Fuck commentary. Where's, yeah, here it is. Okay. Ready? Is this it? Keep hovering. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will be fine. Yeah, this is good. I'll make sure. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Okay, everyone. Join in if you know the lyrics. Yo ho, yo ho ho. 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 Gather up all of the crew. It's time to ship out Banks's brew. Sea wind blows to where, who knows, the waves will be our guide. Oh, across the ocean tides, raise the sunshine far and wide. Songbird sings of happier things in circles passing by. Yo ho, yo ho ho. Yo ho, yo ho ho. Yo ho, yo ho ho. Yo ho, yo ho. Gather up all of the crew. It's time to ship out Banks's brew. Pirates, we eternally are lounging the seas, with the waves beneath as our bed. Ship beneath us as our bed. I forget the fucking words. Banks's brew is a real good song, except for the fact that it has a lot of lyrics. Real quick. Different sea shanty. Running down to Cuba with a load of sugar. Way me boys to Cuba. Make her run you lime juices is running down to Cuba. Way me boys to Cuba. Running down to Cuba. I got a sister, she's 9 feet tall. Way me boys to Cuba. She sleeps in the kitchen with her feet in the hall. Running down to Cuba. Way me boys to Cuba. Running down to Cuba. I want a girl can dance fandango. Way me boys to Cuba. Round as a melon and sweet as a mango. Running down to Cuba. Way me boys to Cuba. Running down to Cuba. Let's think now. The first mate's bugging the captain aboard. Way me boys to Cuba. Looks like a peacock with pistol and sword. Running down to Cuba. Way me boys to Cuba. Running down to Cuba. I mean, I'm not very good at music, so I'd probably never make an album, and I also wouldn't consider myself anywhere near a professional. I just like singing sea shanties. I mean, let me do the one everyone knows. There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, the bow went down, oh blow my bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the bugging is done, we'll take our leave and go. Had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a white whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tugging is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, pooned and taut till she dived down below. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was free. The captain's mine was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. He took that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tugging is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went taut, then tight once more. No, all boats were lost, there were only 4, but still that whale did go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Far as I've heard, the fight's still on, the whale's not cut, and the line's not cut, and the whale's not... Law. That's the thing, right? Okay, we're gonna go back to music now. I fucked up like every song in there, which I apologize for. Fucking everyone skipped that part of the VOD. But, cause you know, whenever you see oh heck yeah. Whenever you see sea shanties in any kind of video or stuff like that, it's like always a super produced theatrical thing. But I mean, sea shanties were legitimately used just to like kind of keep up morale as they worked on the ship. So how often do you think they just fucked up the lyrics to it? I mean, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of structures of a sea shanty are made that you do a chorus and then someone's able to just kind of make something up on the fly. So you sing the part everyone knows, and then someone makes up some nonsense that rhymes to keep the song going. But I still imagine people were messing up the lyrics and shit. So, but I love me a sea shanty. If I knew I was singing them today, I would have studied the lyrics more. Had it down. As is a choir. That's fair. Everyone else just kind of humming along to keep up with the... To buff the melody. Is that what you call it? Is that what you call like kind of making a song more noticeable is buffing it? There's a lot of terms in music. This is what I'm saying. I need to hire, first off, I'm not gonna do it now because the cartoon's not nearly done and I need to save on money in multiple ways, but I need to hire a musician for the black and white cartoons. I mean, given that I can talk about this, but like, you know, cartoon's a pirate cartoon. So what I'm planning to do is I want someone who can make, do covers of sea shanties, which are inherently public domain, so that helps. And kind of cover them to be a bit more cartoony along the lines of Banjo-Kazooie. But played on an organ. You know, preferably a digital organ. They don't have to go to a studio and record a real pipe organ. But, you know, I do have people in mind. So, we'll look into that. Shoot them a couple emails. Oh. But I'm trying. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about this, but I really just want to just produce stuff on my own. I was taking a lot of the day off yesterday just because it was my one real day off from work. So I was like, it'd be better if I just kind of take it a bit easier today. So I did a bit of art and played some games. And watched Pig. But I will say, while I didn't get to it, I was thinking about working on some more of the comic I'm making for Patreon now. Because genuinely, I mean, that's the thing. One of the reasons I changed the comics is just to put a bit less stress on myself and hopefully make the art better as a result. And with that in mind, oh my goodness, why am I so yawny today? I was just like, let me just do this for fun. I don't need to stress too much about it. Let me relax making some comic. Just, you know. Sleepy dude, yeah. If I was in one of those shows that bases everything off of the 7 Deadly Sins, I'd definitely be Sloth. That's the character archetype I feel the most, is tired person always taking nap. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Because, I mean, and at the end of the day, theology lesson. Here's the thing. I actually don't know if the 7 deadly sins are... Is that from the Divine Comedy or the Bible? Because those are very different. But, you know, any of those aren't just the action itself. It's doing it to a degree where it kind of is a detriment to you and others. Last name is Dude. I did not. Dude was Dude on the back of his jersey. That's pretty good. You ever think about how like different sports people get to pick out their songs when they walk out? I mean, I think that's mostly in baseball, but I would love to do that. I'd love to be able to be like, okay, you get to walk out into a stadium, thousands of people now. What's like the top 40 or otherwise obscure? I mean, should it be a sea shanty? Sea shanty would be a fun answer. But what's sea shanty? Should it be Brinks's Brew? Heck yeah. What was it talking about? 7 Deadly Sins. I did try to watch that anime. I was not into it. I'll be straight up with you right now. Not a big 7 Deadly Sins fan. Not to say I don't see why people like it. It just wasn't for me. What anime? 7 Deadly Sins. There's definitely some neat stuff about it, but personally I was like, yeah, I'm good. I mean, I talked about that in relation to One Piece, you know? Well, first, Juice, you need to watch The Owl House. Because we talked last night, and apparently you've never seen The Owl House. And I think it's very good. And then one of our friends went, well, it's mainstream. And I have no idea what the fuck that means. And after the whole thing with Ruby, I was like, and I told Juice about this, and Juice figured it out real quick. Because I wasn't talking about that in Discord. Because I was like, I'm going to talk about it once on one stream, and then I'll be done with the conversation forever. But I was like, I have no desire to engage with internet, just like culture or any of that stuff. I am judging the show on its own merits, nothing else. I mean, if I can be honest, I think it's just the way I approach. I hope this doesn't sound too profound, but listen, hear me out, and maybe this might cheer some people up, or maybe it won't. Who cares? But this does not look good. Anyway, I need to like redraw most of this tail, but I think it has to do with how I approach art. Is one of my friends actually asked me for this for a school project they had to do, but like the way I make stuff is I like look at different subjects, whether in the real world or in other pieces of media, and I'm like, well, that's not hyper touched upon in this specific piece, or that's interesting. Is there more you could do with that in a fictional setting? And then I roll with it, and then I kind of make like check marks, like checklists and everything, to-do list of like, you know, what makes a piece of media good, how to improve, how to make this story and writing for it a, you know, something people will genuinely like and appreciate. And that's probably why I end up enjoying more pieces of media than some people will, when they are like, well, this wasn't that good and I didn't blah blah blah. Because I don't tend to look for like the detriments in something, like the negatives in it, where I'm like, well, they did this wrong and this wrong. It's the opposite, where I'm like, well, they did this right and this was cool and I like this part, you know. Which is probably one reason I like the Star Wars sequels up until I was really able to look at them and I was like, yeah. Ugh. Though even in theaters, I was just thinking of Rise of Skywalker was not my favorite experience. That's when I know something is not good. When even as I'm in the moment trying to enjoy it, I'm like, oof. Oof, 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 oof. That's the thing, right? That's why I also like, I don't tend to engage in a lot of conversations about the Star Wars sequels because I know what's wrong with them. You know? About being a pirate, I've not. You do have my interest though. Any kind of instruction on how to be a pirate. Inherently, I'm like, ooh. Makes me very excited. Yeah, Catty sent me some reference for this character made by other artists that I deeply appreciate. I'm pretty sure a few of them are by dearest Spunky on Twitter. And I do love me a Spunky. They don't regularly stream anymore, but Spunky good. If you're in Spunky's Discord, go tell her that she's good. Go to Spunky's Discord right now and be like, you good. Hey, Spunky, bitch, you're good. I'll be a pirate. Break international open sea law. That's what I was wondering. Let's say, okay, theoretically, if I go into the ocean and go exploring and find like shipwrecks and other such lost valuables amongst the sea, whether or not they've been discovered by someone else previously or I found them myself, and then I take some of those things, does that break open national sea law? International open sea law? Open national? Or is that just like or is it more like no idea? Okay, that's good. Or is that more of a like a particular person will have a problem with that? Like someone else will come along and be like, hey, I was on my way to get this shit. It belonged to me / my grandparents who died in the shipwreck. I believe so, yes. Well, in that case, well, I don't see much wrong with it. But I probably won't ever buy a sailing ship and then make money doing that. I'll probably never make my own Jolly Roger and assort and create a crew and then take stuff from different shipwrecks to sell and make a living on. Well, you are old, Smage. Smage is so old. They're called Shadow Mage because they learned the dark arts at the beginning of time. Smage knows the old magic because they were there when it was written. Because they're old. They're so old. Imagine having 19 your birthday. Kale, shut up. Never. Don't. What was I just thinking of? I will say, this is kind of related, because it is old stuff, but I was thinking about this before, but in terms of enjoying media and comfort and stuff like that, Barry started streaming Metal Gear Solid 3, and I'll probably watch those VODs at some point. But it immediately made me want, let me go watch that time Barry played MGS3 with Aaron and Susie. So I went and did that. And one of those episodes does just start with Barry saying, "I shot a puppy." And if I was a worse person, I'd probably have already made that one of my alerts. But I won't. The VOD that's up is so fucking funny. I mean, well, that's the thing. In the old, in the older series, it starts with Aaron and Susie talking about how much Barry knows about Metal Gear Solid 3. Don't need any more reason not to watch Barry. I mean, I posted it in his Discord because Barry killing dogs in video games is a running bit, because a lot of games like to make dogs their enemies. Anyway, but yeah, Aaron and Susie just start talking about how much Barry knows the game. So I imagine, yeah, streaming it, Barry is able to have a lot of fun with it because he knows it. He knows game. If you don't know Metal Gear Solid, and I only know some of those games, kind of, then you gotta be much more careful or else you'll get a game over. But Barry's probably able to pull some stuff off and make shit funny. I like Hey, you wanna know something? Guys, listen. Barry's like not. Barry's kind of like. He's a smaller streamer, really. So I really. Why is there a hyphen there? So I really think that we need to show him some support. I really, if you haven't heard of this Barry guy, I would really give him a chance. Because he's just really cool. He's got some good vibes. He's really just kind of starting his streaming career. I already know too much. People are coming for me. People come for me, but in a different way. Ha. Innuendos. Talking about semen. And I don't mean pirates anymore. I need like a vacation. I need to stay in bed for days on end and just not interact with people. I need therapy. Don't need to state the obvious. Semen. How do you draw anime eyes? I don't know. I don't do it a lot. I draw JoJo eyes. It's really kind of fitting, like, I think Juice has called me a weeb before, but I'm really not into that many animes. Definitely more into the comics and shit. But like, it's kind of telling that two of my favorites are One Piece and JoJo, because they really don't look like other animes and shit like that. And that's the neat part. I don't. Like they have a much different style than your go-to animes. So, I mean, there is more diversity in anime than a lot of people give credit for, and a lot of the most famous ones have a very recognizable style, but you know. Long ago. Like 1920? I am 23. This September I will be 24. I'm an old man. And I know someone will be like, 23 is young, and I know that. I just don't feel young. I feel like people want to tell me that I should have done so much with my life already. And it's here I am. Just spending time on Twitch. But you want to know something? It's a reason I need my own apartment. I've said, how many times have I said this on stream right now? It's like, I just want my own place. So that way I can pay my bills with whatever I pay my bills with and produce the art I want to make and, you know, stream and shit. I care little for the professional world at this point. I feel like some people talk about how, like, you shouldn't measure your worth by how good you are at your job, and I'm way past that. I'm like, yeah, I know. Many jobs suck. I'm done trying to look for them. Yeah, yes, Shadow Mage. Shadow Mage, Shadow Mage, I will help you with any game. Well, not any game, but I will help you with the art of most games you want to make, under the condition we can say it's produced by Cahill Comics. I don't need to be paid beforehand. The only condition I would like to be agreed on before part is that the studio is Cahill Comics. And that's it. Also, Shadow Mage, if you want to help with a game project, me and another friend have already tried to get going. You're more than welcome to, especially if you know code. I don't think I can accept those conditions. What was I thinking of? I want to know if Shadow Mage's back from the app. I'll DM you, Shadow Mage. Okay, wait. Shadow Mage, let me ask you something. Well, my condition was that we say it's produced by Cahill Comics. That's the major thing. But also, Shadow Mage, I was about to say, if you know coding and stuff, then I could always DM you about another project me and another friend have been trying to do for the longest time, but we always just get caught, like, doing other stuff and everything. I do know coding. Could you code a point-and-click adventure game? Would you want to code a point-and-click adventure game? That would be hilarious, easy. Well, and then we split the profits 3 ways. I might make before I hit about 90,000 Roblox. Well, we'll see. Honestly, I probably will DM you later because my other friend is like, man, we really got to get on that, and I'm like, yeah. But the problem is, like, we just never do. It might help if we have, you know, more of a team going. I can't wait to... Yeah, that's fine. I was literally about to make the joke of, I can't wait to ruin all my friendships by insisting my name be on everything. But if it's like in association, then absolutely. Project manager. Do you want to be a project manager? You're just like, well, I can offer my services. I can't wait to put up this point and click for a dollar, on Steam, and then we all get a nickel. We all make a nickel off of it. RPG Maker, I have thought about using it. Problem with RPG Maker is that I never want to use the default assets, so I always get caught up in the part where I have to make all my own assets. I can't manage myself. Okay, so here's what we need. I'm the artist. My other friend's the writer. Smager the coder, and we need a project manager. We will do all of this for a quarter each because we really can't count on making any money on this game. That's what I was talking about with like making the cartoons and everything. I'd love to include people on it, but I really can't. I'm making them not really at a detriment, you know, financially, but like I'm not counting on making lots of profit off of it. And thus, A, I have no real budget for it. And B, I can't guarantee anyone an amount of money. So I rather not take their work since I can't properly financially compensate them as they do the work. Hi, Copper. Put it on itch.io. Oh, project manager. I'm not sure about it. Is this all you have to do? That's all you have to do these days is you go online and you say, hey, I want to make a game. People are like, fuck man, me too, let's do it. And it's like, okay, well, we got our team. Copper, you're great. I'm just saying that because you just walked in here. Part of being in a community, that is true. But that's what I'm saying though, right? I need a friend who's good at financials. Because at the end of the day, I don't know how, it's like, okay, what's our budget? And it's like, I don't fucking know. Because at the end of the day, if I was to decide the budget for any of my creative projects, I would say all my money. Put it all on black, baby, let's go! I can actually do budget stuff. Well, for a half a year, that's pretty good though. Budget, $5 and a Snickers. Okay, guys, who wants to code my game for a Snickers bar? Bitch, you better ask yourself, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Code a video game? You bet you will. In a Snickers and I'm in. Oh no. Yeah. I'll give my pitch to Shadow Mage later. I'll be like, hey, so how about, do you like this idea? And if so, interested? And if Shadow Mage says no, leave, then I will immediately go. I mean, he said it was hilariously easy. We just need someone to... I haven't had 100 grand in so long. I've never had 100 grand. That's what I'm saying, right? I rarely think about the profits. I'm like, I just want to, you know... I don't need to make money at this. I just need to not starve to death and lose my house. And the rest is cheesy. You know, it's all good. It's all good. I made a thing I like. It brings joy to people. Everyone's happy. Net losses. I don't know about that. But I have enough for groceries next week. So. It was 100 grand in so long. Oh, it was a... Oh, shits are tasty. His grandparents. Oh! Oh, I get it. It was a pun. There's a candy bar called 100 Grand. Ah, I get it. Smage is old. He'll be dust soon. Yes, Mage, you can work on my game in your retirement home. Anime girl bully laugh. Prepare for trouble and make it fast. And on the double, or fuck your ass. James. James, what? I do love chocolate and crisp rice, though. It's real good. Last episode of Pokemon should have been that motto. Is James gonna fuck someone's ass? Going to? Going to? My man James is out here on the streets every night. When is James not in someone's butt? Regardless of gender. James just likes butts. And then Meowth goes, "Yeah, you motherfucker!" And everyone's like, "Meowth?" Who doesn't like butts? Good question. Raise his hand. Get out of here! You non-butt appreciator. Okay, no, wait, Shadow Mage, come back. Evil Doctor, mad genius. Sonic's got some good music. You know, when they released Sonic Team released April Fool's game, which is a visual novel called The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, where Sonic dies. And I haven't seen anything about it yet. But before they released it, they were like, "We've heard your, we've heard you, and we know what direction to take Sonic in." And I thought that was serious, because it was the day before, and I wasn't even thinking about April Fools. So I was like, "Oh." And I was like, "You just released Sonic Frontiers, which is a new direction for the franchise already. That was pretty good. So are you already abandoning that idea?" Because I would like a more polished Sonic open world game. I know polish is a lot to ask from you guys, but if we could really work up to that, I'd be super happy. People look so weird without eyebrows. You never realize it until you draw someone with eyebrows. Without eyebrows, I mean. Quartermaster. Pig, I can play that pig. I literally have it in a playlist. Give me a minute. Where is it? My mind is a bargain bin sale. And I'm a broken record. Where is it? Freak me out, not gonna lie. I've always had thick eyebrows. So when people are like, I gotta draw my eyebrows, I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I see people plucking eyebrows, and I was like, do you not understand the gift we were given? You and I, as someone with thick eyebrows? Some people are drawing their eyebrows on. Don't squander this opportunity. Anyway, one second. This is by Lucas Pukas on YouTube. It is a Sonic CD remix of Big Shot. I haven't played this in a while, so after Pig's comment, I was like, let's be a Big Shot. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Now's your chance to be a Big Shot. Man, I really wish I could have done Spampton 64 for the watch speedrun event, but I really have no time to. This is what I'm saying, right? I don't want to disappoint my family, but at the end of the day, if the professional world is gonna run me around in circles, I just want something to pay the bills, as I have fun with life. Do more watch events, do more streaming, do my best to make it on my own. It really doesn't help that one of the last lessons I was taught in art school was, hey, studios will fuck you over. If you try pitching something to a studio, just assume you're gonna lose it. That it won't happen. So, that just made me be like, okay, then I'll just do it myself. Oh, fine. I'll do it myself. Dun 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 dun. Listen, if Catty tells me to make her less buff, I completely understand. But when you give me someone in a sleeveless shirt, my immediate thing is, okay, so they got arms. They got arms. Where's the beef? That's what I'm saying. Smage what? What did Smage post? Well, Smage, leave. No, let him cook. Let him cook. He's got something here. Let's hear him out. Also, question. I'm not sure when I would do it. Maybe when after I'm done all the commissions and stuff. But does anyone here know the game Observation Duty? And would you have any interest in seeing me play it? Because in terms of games I could play on the channel with my current setup, that one might be okay. I've kind of gone back and forth on whether or not I want to stream it. Obviously, we gotta do the Sekiro stream and other things first, but I mean, hey, Juice, if other people who like my streams really like Observation Duty, then I am completely down to get one of them on Steam and give it a shot. Come here for the gameplay. Well, I'm not playing a game right now, Shadow Mage. So, Bloodborne play. Damn. You know what, Shadow Mage? Fucking. Okay, Shadow Mage, you go do a fucking Bloodborne playthrough. The worst weapon in the game. Let's see how you do, huh? You do stupid Souls challenges. Inflicted onto yourself. Love to see how you handle it. Gosh. Is that how you see it? As I plot my revenge. As I sneak into your house at night with a knife. No, you're fine. You're fine, you're fine. What did I literally gave a lecture on punching up at the streamer. There's no need to apologize. Has it been too long to say sorry? I mean, here's the thing. At the end of the day, observation duty is the kind of job I want to have. I just sit in an office clicking through cameras. Then I go home. More as a friend, which is odd for me. Well, I mean, same. But that's what I'm saying, though. If I was at your stream, Shadow Mage, which I'm sorry I'm not able to make more these days, then I would be I would be doing the same to you. So, it is just the nature of the situation we find ourselves in currently. Yeah, like yesterday was like the only day. How long has it been since I've been to a live pig stream? Better not raid. I mean, if you go live in a minute, then I'm going to. That's the other thing though, right? If I'm not streaming from home, it becomes even a harder proposition to stay for a stream. Because, like, I need to vacate the space. I don't know. I'm just looking to change my life situation. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm in a bad place necessarily, but I think I could do more if I was in a different position. So that's what I'm going to be working towards in the second half of 2023 and 2024. Is getting to a point in life where I'm like, I can just sustain this forever and I'll be fine. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm never going to give up on trying to do what I want to do. It just, I need to make sure I'm in more time and in a better space to be able to do those things. I don't know if this makes sense to anyone or if anyone cares about what I'm saying. I'm just spitting. I'm just, you know, thinking out loud here. I feel like to some degree it's my parents' fear. Like, no, Dylan, you're not the head of a big company. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? Let me go on to Google real quick. I need to go grab an image. Spamton's really just jamming on the little video that plays behind this. And I always end up hitting the cap lock key somehow. Upward, yes. No, not like that. I said a hand cupped upward and it immediately looks like a religious thing. I don't want, okay, well. Up, through. Hand gesture. Okay, time to go back to One Piece real quick. Wait, this is the wrong hand. Gotcha. Well, I found a piece of fan art online. The fucking... Okay, let's see if this one works. I'm gonna try something real quick. Sometimes you just need to find some good reference. You know. Reference is good. File, import, image. That one. Where did it, where? Well, at the very least, it's not too big. Okay, no. Get back here. Not you. Not you. Oh yeah, I just realized it's the wrong way for the hand to be facing. Okay. Different plane. I'm a moron. I'm very dumb. I don't plan things ahead of time, which is why I'm starving right now, because I don't eat enough. I don't plan when to eat. I'm just gonna kind of do the palm facing forward. Kind of like a Buddha thing. Y'all ever just be the Buddha? No? Okay. Please raise your hand if Buddha, if you're here, could you Buddha present. You know, I was trying to read Journey to the West at some point, but I could never find a physical copy. And honestly, I just need to read more in general. But the American education system really beat it out of me. I wonder why other countries don't think we have good schools. Oh, sick American education burn. Guys, if you think my American education insult was good, leave a like, comment, and subscribe under this video. I might call stream a bit early because I'm a little tired. So I do have like the background of this commission and everything to do. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I got pretty good rest yesterday. Maybe it's a spiritual tired. Y'all ever really feel that? Or is it just me? When there's like the different forms of tired of like physically I need to go to bed. Mentally I can't deal with this. Spiritually I'm just like, oh. To me those are the three forms. Because you haven't eaten. Listen Riku, just because you're right. Just because I wake up, barely eat anything, and then immediately try and go to work. It doesn't mean you have to say it. Well, I did. I mean, you're right. And again, you're right. Like I said, I'm the moron who doesn't plan ahead. That's on me. Did I even take my medicine today? I might have not have. I really need to set more of like a checklist before I leave the house to stream. Just to make sure I did everything I need to do to really actually be prepared for it. But I don't know. This is what I'm saying though. It would just be nice if I had a lifestyle that encouraged, like, that allowed me to have a bit more time for everything. I feel like I'm always crunching now, you know what I mean? Like, I need to rush to get things done, or else I will not get to do them. Which is not the best way. It is unfortunate for sure. So to talk about some other stuff real quick. Something I was thinking about is I talked before about needing to get into 3D animation. And you know what I think I need to do? I should make a bunch of 3D models of the battle droids from Star Wars and just animate stuff with them. Because I love the battle droids. The battle droids are just the best. So much time, money, and effort spent on trying to make like profitable, you know, mascots in Star Wars, like the Ewoks and the Porgs and stuff. But meanwhile, all I ever want is the B1 battle droids. And Ian and Vegeta, dearest Vegeta Baikuchi, all he wants is Gonk, which is just a living battery. But to be fair, Gonk is good. Gonk is good, Gonk is great. After the beep. All I know is that if I was in the Star Wars universe, I would just love making battle droids. I'd be like, look at these little guys. They're a bunch of friends. If I was a Star Wars self-insert, I would run a security business who is largely based off the use of B1 battle droids, using lasers set to stun in order to keep people from going places. And like they're hooked up to a central computer, so even if they get like, you know, cut up and everything, they're able to like relay whatever information they saw and get put in a new body and stuff. I think that would be good. I would be happy with that. What about having a lightsaber? Listen, I would love to be in the Star Wars universe, but like, I don't think a lot of people realize what it means to be a Jedi or a Sith. It is a religion. If you're a Sith, then that means you are constantly basically fighting to survive from other Sith. And if you're a Jedi, you are adhered to an incredibly strict rule set by the Jedi Order. Or you are living in an era of the galaxy where Jedi are being persecuted, which isn't much better. So, I'd rather be, shocker, I'd rather be like a pirate or something. Something that allows me to explore the galaxy a bit more. I wouldn't say necessarily a bounty hunter, but definitely something with a bit more freedom. Just a little connection to the galaxy's underworld. Just like a little bit. You know? Haha. A little organized crime as a treat? I'm sure every mafia is cool with people just kind of like dipping their toes in and leaving. They definitely never have problems with that. They're like, oh, for sure, my guy. Just like one little thing as a treat. You will not have to do further business dealings with us after that. We won't come to you in the dead of night asking for some kind of needing something slightly shady. That'd be my Star Wars insert. Would be some kind of pirate that deals in security with some B1 battle droids. I do feel like it would have to be somewhat illegal, given how battle droids were so instrumental in an uprising against the Republic, and then were immediately seen as a threat to the Empire when it was founded. So I doubt most official people would be happy to see them at any point. They'd be like, probably not. Sounds sus. What, the battle droids? I mean, they kinda are. Even the Phantom Menace is definitely not the best movie. That's basically the plot of it. You know? A lot of people are like, hey, business guys, you have a small army of death machines just kind of hanging out. What's going on with that? And they're like, nothing. And then something was going on with that. Also, one of the reasons I'm talking about Star Wars is because they have announced like a lot of new stuff. And apparently one of the things, I don't know how official this is, but it's a new movie with Rey, you know, from the sequels. And here's what I would like. If they're doing a new Rey movie, I want it to be really, really good. Specifically, so that way when I talk about what to watch with Star Wars, I say watch The Force Awakens and then skip the next two movies. Just do a big time skip. The Force Awakens is just like an homage to A New Hope, and then you skip the next two movies and you go right to the new Rey movie. Don't worry about what happens with the Resistance or the First Order. Don't worry about Luke and Leia. Don't worry about any of it. Just know that Rey's a Jedi now. She saved the galaxy. Woohoo. I mean, the basic... It's not incorrect. Is this hand the right size? I think that looks okay. I've kind of done some, I don't know, like I've kind of done some more abstract stuff with it, so I think it's good there. Again, I mean, it'll always be up to Fat Catty to decide if it's good or not, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna do a white outline for this because in a moment we'll color in the entire thing like black. So that way the black circle will still be visible. Speaking of, let's now do that. 1 second. I'll be honest, because like even though the line art stuff is like cheaper, I really don't care because I love doing black and white art. It's cheaper because it's easier to do, and I like doing it, so you know, really no complaints from me here. You want me to just like not think about color? Absolutely, anytime. Thank you. Oh my goodness. You're too kind. Okay, let me erase some of this. Because I don't want it to be seen. Anything else? No? Okay, so then we'll merge these two. And then oh, why? Oh, because because there's no closing line. That is an open. Yeah. You know, I'm always shocked by how art programs are, how they exist. Because at the end of the day, anyone who makes an art program has to know programming and art, and I barely know one of those, and the other one will forever remain a mystery to me. So, also it just occurred to me I need to make a white background for the hand here. There we go. How's it looking so far? I think pretty good. Again, I hope Catty likes it. They're, of course, always entitled to give me whatever notes they want. But, no. But you know, they're just like, oh my gosh, I love what you've done here. I'll be like, aw, shucks. You're just saying that to flatter me. Stretching. I should really make the line here smaller. If you're just doing line art, you gotta spend some more time on making sure those lines are good, you know? You can't have too many wonky lines. I mean, I really prefer not to have wonky lines in general. I prefer they be as Still looking at possible. I've had some people comment on my line art before, which is always super nice. They're like, damn, you do good work with that. And I was like, aw, shucks. I say aw, shucks so much when no one is listening, when no one is paying attention. See, I won't say it now because all of you are listening for it. And I refuse. Refuse to give you one of my infamous, the new smoking triple stack.
Honey ham, smoked turkey, and slow smoked beef brisket. And a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders. Only at Firehouse Subs. Tap the banner now to start your order.
I'm not going to tap the banner. I do think... Nope, that was just an ad in the middle of the song. Good to know. Oh, I appreciate it, Riku. I really like that commission too. Heck, I have it up on my portfolio website. Because I'm like, you know, good drawing. I do my best to try and make sure every commission I do is something I'm proud of and thus able to show people. I want to be proud of it so you can be proud of it. I do need to make sure I ask more people that would be like, hey, is it cool if I use this to show other people what my commissions are like? But make sure I get that permission first. Of course, at the same time, it's always like, if they are not okay with it and I end up doing it, then they have every right to be like, hey, Kay, he'll take this down. I'll be like, okay. Oops, sorry. I just end up not thinking first. Whoopsie-doo. It also helps I love One Piece and Pirates of the Caribbean, so Riku's commission was so fun. That's pretty good. Okay. I think I'm just gonna call stream around here. Let's make sure we save it. Oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, oh wait, oops. No. Okay, I almost exited fucking OBS there. Would have been one hell of a way to end stream. Okay, let's see who there is to raid. I appreciate y'all showing up and the support. So, thank you again for that. With the subs, the shoutouts, the bits. It means a lot. And let's see. So, I believe, let me check my work schedule real quick. Make sure, okay, well this one's gonna be easy because we're just gonna raid Shadow Mage. But I believe, because our next stream won't be Sunday, it's Thursday. So our next stream will be Monday. And then the Thursday after that, we'll be doing a whole day of Sekiro, which is not my favorite FromSoft game, but I said I'd do all the bosses, and I had to put it on pretty big hold. So, since I have a day off, I want to make sure I get some more progress done in that. That was going to be a big project no matter what, but given how much of a hiatus it's had, let's make sure I get even more done when I'm able to. But yeah, Thank you all for coming. I will see you Monday then, at roughly the same time, 12 EST. And again, I appreciate it. I'll see you all later. Bye.